Good morning, everyone. It's Monday, August 15th. Happy midsummer. It was a beautiful weekend. I hope everybody had an opportunity to enjoy the beautiful sturgeon moon, the super moon this weekend. It was gorgeous. Today I'm joined with Jim Boudreau. Bill Burkhead is still on summer leave, so he'll join us when he gets closer to school with some school updates. So just a few updates for this week. On September 19th, I just want to keep reminding folks that is a special town meeting for us, very important, where we're going to address the water treatment facility. It's a little sooner than normal, so please get it on your calendars. We really need everybody there. And then other updates for this week, meetings that are important. We have the Water Resources Annual Info Session. That's going to be held via Zoom on Wednesday, the 17th at 7 p.m. So take that opportunity to learn about all things water in town. Big topic, obviously, very important topic. And they have a great committee with lots of information to share with you. And then just some other updates. EDC meets tonight at 6:30. We have Coastal Advisory tomorrow at 6, and the DEI committee meets tomorrow at 6:30 as well. So a busy week, and thank you to everyone and all they do for the town. And Jim, I'll turn it over to you.
Good morning. Happy mid-August. We'll start with our COVID data. Avid data number was 17 this week, which up from 9 of last week. Our positivity rating over the last 14 days was 8.94, which is actually down from the 10.41 of the previous week. Plymouth County is at 8.95, up from down from 8.68. Statewide, the positivity rating last 7 days was 8.05, up very slightly from last week's 7.97%. There are 57 individuals in the ICU, which is the same as last week, and 12 patients are intubated, down from 15 of last week. The CDC has issued new guidelines on COVID and quarantine. We are waiting right now to see if the state adopts those guidelines. If they do, we will announce those next week. But again, COVID is still here. If you haven't gotten vaccinated, please do so. If you haven't been boosted, please get you boosted, particularly as we get ready to go back to school. We want to make sure everybody who can be vaccinated has been vaccinated and try to get those numbers down to acceptable levels. The water update, the reservoirs at minus 40 1/4 inch. Last week we were at minus 39. Tac Factory Pond is at minus 10.75 inches. Last week we were at minus 8 inches. Average daily demand last week was 1.376 million gallons per day. That's down from the 1.592 million gallons of the last week. That's an average of 216,000 gallons a day that we did not use, and over 1.5 million gallons for the week. So nice job. Thank you, everybody, for conserving water. We ask you to please continue to do that. Help us drive those numbers down. The drought continues to impact our ability to pump water from our wells as the groundwater goes down. As we've said over the past several weeks, the less water we get from the wells, the more water we have to take from the water treatment plant. That water has the high manganese levels in it right now, which is causing the brown water in the system. So if we can keep driving down the usage numbers, that is less reliance on the water treatment plant, which should mean less brown water out into the system. So please continue to conserve water as best you can, and hopefully we'll get some meaningful rain in the days to come. There is some rain in the forecast, but it's kind of hit or miss whether we'll come to Scituate or not. But to end this drought, we're going to need a lot of rain over a long period. So again, please conserve as best you can over the next summer months. If you have brown water, please let the water department know. We do use those as data points, or maybe we can send people out to try to figure out what is happening in your particular area and find a solution. As we talked about last week at the select board meeting, one particular neighborhood, we just changed some valves and changed the flow of water, and that was able to improve the water quality in one particular neighborhood. So please let us know, and we'll send someone out to see if we can help alleviate that problem. If you do have brown water and you want to have clean drinking water, you can go to the water treatment plant. We do have bottled water available for residents during normal business hours at the office at the water treatment plant. As the drought continues, people need to be reminded we are in a total tier 4 water ban. All non-essential outdoor watering is banned. Watering your lawns, watering your gardens, cleaning your cars, cleaning your boats are all prohibited at this point. The water department is sending people out very early in the morning to see if people are watering. We can tell if you water. It's not hard. You have the only green lawn on the street. So if you are watering at this point, you will be fined starting at $100 on up to $300 for every violation every time you water. So again, it's our most precious resource. Please conserve and please respect the tier 4 water ban. Our water contractor, Selco, is going to be on Ridge Hill Road this week, finishing up adding services. And then they'll move on to different places. We'll announce that next week. The paving contractor in town is continuing. We will be paving on Old Oak and Bucket, Maple and Woodland Street this week. Final paving is going to be on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's dependent upon the weather. As I said, we are suggesting we may get some rain over those days. A early warning to drivers, particularly on Old Oak and Bucket. As soon as that last pavement goes down, we will do intensive traffic enforcement with the Scituate Police Department. There is a tendency when we pave a road for people to speed. So we will be out there making sure you maintain the speed limit and slow down on Old Oak and Bucket. Forewarned is forearmed. Once that paving's done, do expect to see Scituate Police out there, and they will be slowing people down. We'll be paving on Hadley this week in the vicinity of Toll Brothers, putting down the top coat. And we're working on pulverizing the roads in the Utility Road neighborhood behind Town Hall in preparation for paving later on in the season. The DPW wants to remind people that you are not to be putting your household trash in town trash barrels. This has been a particular problem for us on Front Street, Cole Parkway, and at Peggotty Beach. The crews empty the barrels daily, generally in the morning at those locations, and then the town gets inundated with complaints that the barrels are full. We've gone down there and found that most of the time it is because people are putting their household trash in those barrels. If you put your household trash in the barrels, we will conduct an investigation. If we find out it is you, you will get a warning. If you do it again, we will write you a ticket for disposing of your trash improperly in the town barrels. Town household trash is to go to the transfer station, or homeowners can make their own arrangements to have their household trash picked up. But the crews work very hard. We have 2 people on every day, 7 days a week, emptying barrels. And you are not to be putting your household trash in there, creating a burden. Along the same lines, we ask people to please pick up your trash on the beaches. We've noticed an increase in trash on the beaches, people just leaving trash behind when they go off the beach. The beaches are resources. They're beautiful places for people to go. Pick up your trash. If the barrels are full at the end of the day, please don't just leave it piled up. It's just going to blow all over the place. If the barrels are full at the end of a busy day, please take your trash home. Help us keep the beaches clean, help us keep the town clean. The crews, again, work very hard, but we need your help to make sure that we keep everything clean and tidy. The town will be hosting a home elevation seminar in conjunction with MEMA on August 30th from 5 to 6 at the Scituate Library Community Room. This is a free seminar that will answer people's questions about home elevation projects, why you should consider a home elevation, how much it might cost, and opportunities for funding assistance, among other topics. If you're interested, please let Corey Miles, our Coastal Resource Officer, know at cmiles@scituatema.gov, just so she can get a handle on the attendance. It's a very good program, very informative. So if you do live near the coast and are thinking about home elevation, it's a good thing for you to try to catch. The Seaport Economic Development Council has given the town of Scituate a $367,000 grant for the permitting and design of dredging in Scituate Harbor. We are looking at 4 areas to dredge. The Lobster Association area in Cole Parkway, the Cole Parkway Marina area, the Maritime Center, and the town pier. This money will be used to get all those permits in place, and then we will apply for future grants to actually do the dredging work. So this is the first step in moving along with dredging projects in Scituate Harbor. And then finally, I keep saying it, although it's warm, it's beautiful out. The DPW is looking for plow drivers for this winter. If you're interested, please contact the DPW. We do have several laborers positions open, both in DPW and grounds. Again, contact the DPW if you're interested, and we'll set up an appointment. And that's what I have for today.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you for bringing up the unfortunate trash situation again. Peggotty Beach this morning was particularly messy. So thank you to the DPW for going out there every morning. And if everybody can do their part to keep the beaches beautiful, it'd be greatly appreciated. So with that, I just want to say thank you and have a great rest of the week. Bye, everyone.